What's
For a
that,
long
Ray?
time.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That been my ringtone for a long
Hey
time,
man, that's been my shit for a long time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I fucks with her.
One day I was listening to the words like,
Yeah,
right, I
yeah.
can get with this.
Did you fuck with the album?
Listen,
Hey, listen, she been through a lot of pain, and that album
shout
is a
out to
good
Jay
album.
Irvin, who is part of her management camp, I
Word?
believe. Listen,
That's hey man, that's
shout
dope.
out to Jay Irvin.
That's definitely dope right there. I'm glad to know that. That's a dope album though.
So, I am I Rise,
I am Mr. Manley.
and we are over a drink. Chef, are you joining us today? I know you hit me, said you was coming through. I just was trying to see how you
What's up, Chef?
be.
Hey, all right, what's happening? How your day was? How was your day today?
My day was long.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I spoke about a few times, I have two children with birthdays this month.
Ooh.
And my youngest son turned 17.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned that I was going to surprise him with a concert. And I did that.
How was that? How was it?
We
How did that
flew
go?
all the way across the country to California to see his favorite rapper, ESTG, which was actually pretty cool for him because he didn't know what he was doing. I told him, we're going to Atlanta to visit some friends. I was like, I got some stuff going on. Bring your camera because we might be able to go to a video shoot. He was like, can we go to the Trap Museum? I'm like, yeah, we're going to do all that. I don't know what 24 hours he thought we was doing all this in. So when we had a layover flight through Phoenix.
Okay.
So when we got to Phoenix, everybody in the family is like, let us know, videotape the reveal. Let us know how he feel about where y'all going.
When did he realize y'all weren't
He
on y'all way
He
to
was on the
Atlanta,
plane and
though?
he said,
when
like,
did y'all- when
he
did
was thinking, he was like, I was thinking we was on the plane for a long time. Like, this flight real long because, you know, the flight to Phoenix is like 3-4 hours. So I was like, well, we flew all the way to Phoenix, you know, not to go
And y'all
back
had a
to
layover,
Atlanta.
though. Y'all had a layover.
He didn't know, he had no idea
My
about the
man.
final destination. We're
Wait.
getting on the plane. I told him Atlanta. He scanned the boarding pass, the shit in the boarding area. Everything said Phoenix.
Wow.
He didn't pay
Wow.
no attention.
Hey.
But
Good one.
he's so nonchalant.
Mhm.
So when I was telling him, like, I could tell he was dying inside and really happy to be surprised, but he was just like, oh, Mom, that's tough. That was his reaction. That's tough. I was like, I mean, I know.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like my son used to be.
Yeah,
Real
I
nonchalant. I
like-
know how that go. Like, it's no real, but you know, in the inside,
Yeah,
they love it.
Yeah,
They love
because then a few minutes later, he was like, if I would have known we was going to the show, I would have brought my hoodie that I bought from him. And then we get to the show, he look at the merch and he like, see, nobody, they not even selling the shirt that I got. Nobody else would have had that joint.
exclusive. Look, he'd have had something.
He had an exclusive. He had close up and personal. He got to take photos. He got to be in the mix a little bit. Like,
Word?
he's 17. What other person
Wow.
who gets to do that for their 17th birthday if you're not already in that circle?
That's
by
dope.
chance?
Yeah, not
If
too
that's
many.
what, like
Not too
on a
many.
random Thursday night
Yeah.
when you from Philly, like you went all the
You're
way
a
to
dope mom
California.
for that right there, yo. That's
know,
dope. As
I
a
try.
mom to come
So-
up with a great surprise, and you kept the surprise, flew across the country.
Yeah, because I didn't tell my mom or
like,
my uncle or my aunt. That's how I kept the surprise. I told my little sister. Because they would have told him. They would have told him just because it's funny because like whenever I'm doing a lot of something, and you know me, I do a lot of something. You know,
Definitely.
first person be like, "Fuck them kids, them kids." Like they fed, they clothed, they're sheltered, and I take whatever opportunity I have to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I'm gonna do it. There are times that like my village, they hold me down. So a lot of times, like it may seem that I'm not present, but like. When I sit back and think about it and reflect on just the upbringing of my kids, like yeah, I raised them kids. Like I be joking a lot.
Yeah, but you put your stamp on it.
I
Your stamp is on
definitely
it.
did the raising. So
your
when
stamp is definitely on it.
Yeah, so because there have been times where I'm not fully present, when I am present, I'm wholly present. So, and you know, I like to try to you can get them things, but I'm more about experiences. So you know, experience over things.
They last longer.
They definitely last longer. Like some of my earliest memories are going to Disneyland in California and Universal, and I had to be like, I was in California when Elvis Presley died. I was 3 years old. That was 1978. I remember that though because those were like I remember those family vacations, and my dad had the 9mm camera, and we used to watch them on the reel camera, like on the projector screen. So like
that was hard that you went to Disneyland as a kid. Nobody, I don't know too many people that went to Disneyland.
My uncle, the reason why he lives in Orlando is because he helped build Epcot Center.
Oh wow!
So
Shout out to your uncle who helped build Epcot Center.
So those are the kind of like memories I want my children to have. So it's kind of like if I have time and opportunity, let's do it. And it was a very small venue, very small show, but he was invited to come to the Atlanta show, which he was like, Mom, can we go? Because it's Atlanta. And all he thinking is all the other artists that are featured on them that's most likely or could possibly be there. So I was like, all right, if I can get off work.
And he know what he's doing. He got to go to the Atlanta one. There's going to be a lot of people there, too.
Yeah, so I did that. That was in the mix. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for oldest son's birthday because it's like, how do you top that? And
when is that one?
Next week on the 26th. That's Mr. Scorpio. So, like... It's like, how do you talk? And honestly,
Who's his favorite artist?
Lord, he's probably been around him. And honestly, he's my most spoiled brat. So like, he's had a lot of experience and a lot, now he's at the age where I tell him, listen, use these moments to your advantage. Yeah. Like just this past weekend, one of my friends, shout out to Dre and Vi, hit me up. He was like, I'm in town. I got to go to Jeff's house. I want you to drive me down. And I couldn't, but I was like, my son probably ain't doing nothing. Because in my mind, like, Dre is like, I just wanted to chop it up, a little with you, right? And I'm like, all right, I would love to do that, bro, but I can't. I've committed to do something with my girlfriends. Would you mind if my son took you? He was like, young boy, remember me? And I'm like, yo, like.
He's Dre.
Why would he not remember you for one? And then for two, like, that just shows how long the relationship we have. Like, I've known him like 23 years or so now at this point. So, that was a good experience for my son to drive him down and then to kind of like
that's definitely a good experience.
See Jeff again as an adult, and he has his own connections with my friends, and I kind of appreciate that.
That's decent.
It's like I could fall back, just use your connections to.
That's decent.
Shit, I barely use them to my full advantage.
Give you the Monday Mom Award. That's what you get today for that one.
My treat for that was shout out to Stacy Fly Girl Wilson, one of my good friends.
Shout out to Stacy.
Yeah, she hit me up and was like, "Did you see the Force show? Did you want to go in DC?" She was like, "I have an extra ticket if you can meet me there." And I'm like, "I gotta work, but let me figure something out. I'll let you know in the short." Then she was like, "All right, cool." Then I was like, "Man, fuck that." I was like, fuck letting her know in the short. I'm gonna figure this work shit out. I'm gonna just tell her, I want to go.
Oh wait. You can finish the story. What you doing right now? What's happening? What we got right here? This is called Over a Drink.
Oh, we never opened up my Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. I like that.
French 2021. Yeah. This was a birthday gift. This is one of the last of my birthday gifts. Okay. But yeah, so I went down to DC yesterday. Drove down with my cousin. Right. So it's my cousin Marquita's birthday is on Monday. In case
shouts out to Marquita.
I don't know if you follow her on social media, but she done posted this X amount of days, hours, minutes, and all this bullshit to her motherfucking birthday. She is on the first day of Scorpio, so I won't be here for her birthday. I'm gonna go celebrate with my best friend Beth, and so when I had the opportunity to go to DC, I said, well, I can't drive by myself. Yeah. Let me see if my cousin want to go. And I reached out to a friend of mine who said there's going to work on a ticket for me. So I was like, all right, I got a ticket. If I can just get her a ticket, would be cool. So hooked up with my homie Darnell because I was like, damn, why didn't I just think to see if he was going? Because then I wouldn't have even wasted my cousin's time in case I can't get her in. But I was like, there is no not getting her in. Like in my mind, what we did.
Again, you always listen. In your mind, you turning to auntie again. You making it happen.
Yeah, make it happen. In my mind, worst case scenario is she got my ticket to go in, and I'm just gonna get in with get in where I fit in, and that's what happened. We were standing outside. We actually missed Bone Thugs and Harmony. Oh, I mean, we heard it, but we missed visually seeing it. And we were standing outside, and LL came on, and she was like, "And this is what I'm here to see." Now I know Scorpio. It's her birthday, so I was like, "Here, cousin, I just got word that I'm gonna be good. Take the ticket. go in. You're going to be sitting with my girlfriends. I was like, I'll come find you in a minute once I get straight. She's like, you sure? Because I'm not going to leave you. Just like you wouldn't leave me. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to get left. Like, that's why I'm telling you, you go. Like,
you're going to be good.
It's difference between me and somebody trying to get in, or me going in and leaving her out there and they don't even know her, or me being in the right place. And
you can finesse.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Dice Raw. When I got there, he was there. Raw. And he was like waiting for his pass. And I told him, I was like, I'm going to take it short. Because at this point, like my other connect, it's not that it didn't fall through. Connection, you know, this is why I hate last minute shit and day of. So communication was a little off. So then I even reached out to Steve and Jeff's camp just to see, but then I was like, oh, I'm good at the last second. I go in with Dice, boom, I get in. It's cool. The show was every fucking thing.
Wow.
Every fucking. I haven't seen LL live since the Spectrum, or maybe the Wachovia Core State Center.
How long was that set?
So this is the best thing about it. First of all, I forgot. Every time I think about the Force Tour, all I know is Jeff is on tour with LL. That's all I know. I don't know who else is going to be there, what city, blah, blah, blah. All I know is Jeff is on tour, so I'm going to go to the show, see my mans one of these days. I forgot that, shout out to the Roots. They provide the soundtrack for the tour of the band, so they make it so that it's a seamless transition. You know how you go to Powerhouse and when one artist is done, you wait, the lights come on, everybody moving around, blah, blah, blah. Somebody come out, tell like 5-6 jokes, then they go on to the next artist. It was because Questlove curated the show, musical director. Like him and Black Thought and the whole band
geniuses
kept that shit moving. So it's a tribute to hip hop. Wow. In as much as the artists that are performing is Black Thought performing artist songs, it's the band playing them, it's the whole crowd. They're killing it, like killing it. Damn. So it was an amazing experience to see that. I got to see Queen Latifah again up close and personal. I last saw her at the De La Soul tribute. And then it dawned on me. So this is what I mean by I forget who's. See, for me, going to these shows a lot of times is like, I want to see the show. Like, you forget how much of a fan of somebody you are until you hear that shit. Yeah. And you don't even think about it. And you really don't even think about, at least in my case, the capacity of the relationships you have with these people until you're at the show.
Because you've been a fan of theirs.
Like, yes, because while I'm sitting here at the show, watching the show, and I'm watching my big sister Moni on stage, when the show is over, when her set is over, I pull out my phone when I get back. And I get an answer. She was like, hey, and I was like, that shit was awesome, sis. She was like, you're here? Yes. She was like, where are you? So, I got to see Moni. I got to chill with her for a minute, talk to her. Seeing fucking Tretch do Uptown Anthem.
Shout out to Tretch. Yo, I was a huge fan of fucking Naughty by Nature.
I was about to say that. I remember, we used to be in our Carhartt. Remember, I thought I was a whole gangster bitch. Me and Chica. Shout out to Tara.
Apache. Shout out to Tara.
Yes.
Long hair.
That was our shit.
Yeah, real talk.
It was a great trip.
You seen Tretch and them perform? That's dope. My bad.
Ben was not there, but Tretch was definitely there. It's a nice Chardonnay.
Yes, it is.
And it was awesome. And then just the Roots in between, they did some of their songs. Like I said, they did some other folk songs. And just to see fucking Z-Trip kill that shit, Jeff kill that shit, like from a DJ perspective, honoring that part for the 50 years of hip hop. And watching LL, like I said, I forgot. Like, you be sitting there like L got some hits. Like, when you hear
hits for years.
When you hear and when you watch him do Mama Say Knock You Out with the Roots backing up. And I'm like, the Roots is not just a hip hop band. Like, they play, but they're real musicians and they play and they got dance moves and like fucking with the tuba and the bass and the guitar. Like, it just being in that element, it was just like, just to get the fan out.
It was like a real experience.
It was a definite real experience. Like I haven't seen LL for sure since I was in my early teens.
Damn, that's crazy.
For sure, like perform. And then I got so caught up in the moment of like seeing my friends and family, because these are who most of these people are to me, that my cousin took a picture with LL. She posted it, and I was like, damn, I saw everybody took pictures with L, and I was like, am I the only person that didn't get a picture with LL Cool J?
That's crazy. Why wouldn't you like? I mean, not even thinking of them, but you that close to L. Why wouldn't you get a
even?
Because I done damn sure wanted a picture with
literally
Queen Latifah.
That close. Walked past him several times, like literally that close. Like
I'm like, hey Dana, come on over here, let me get a pic.
See, like, you would not have a Dana, Queen Latifah while you were with me for them to hit me with the whose man's is this?
Yeah. No, but that was real dope. I'm glad you went to see that joint, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
To see it too. Like shout out to Stacy for making
vicariously
it
through you.
Shit, sometimes I wake up and realize I'm living vicariously through me.
If that's such of a thing.
Yeah, it's always for me a pleasure to be around Jeff though, especially to watch him doing something he loves. Because like I just think about like the very first time I met Jazzy Jeff, I was like 14, I want to say, and I snuck backstage at the Spectrum, and it was whenever they performed when they did Brand New Funk, it was around the time, like if you notice in the Brand New Funk video,
songs
they recorded it live, and part of that was in Philadelphia, and I was there, and I had snuck backstage, and I was very timid. This is when I thought I wanted to be a DJ too, and I was very timid and very shy, just watching him. And like how he was, gracious and smiled and but not standoffish, but kind of like, he'll say hi and then he'll dip off. And knowing him personally now, I'm like, hasn't changed. Like he's the same. It's kind of like for him, as much as he's in the spotlight and people admire him, like that's just something he does what he loves. And it's kind of like, all right. So,
he's just doing what he loves to do. It's always dope to watch somebody do
he has a lot of friends. Passion. More so than fans. Like, Friday night, that's what I did. Friday night. Oh my God.
So how was your weekend?
So no, I didn't go to Jeff's crib, but Sat One and Jay Ski played his magnificent Friday night house party. And when I tell you the Scratch Mechanics and these two, my brothers whom I love, like Jay Ski, I always tell Ski, and it's so funny. Shout out to Ski and
definitely shout out to Jay Ski.
The newly married Jay Ski and his wife Bridget. I always tell Ski, I had a crush on you since you were on Q102, and it's funny because he'd be like, "Damn," I'm like, "Yo, Zulu in the family." Like, yes, I used to love me some Jay Ski. Like, that was one of the few white boys that I would tell out loud that yes, I used to love me some Jay Ski.
Crazy.
So like,
I remember that shit.
Interning at the station and developing a friendship and a rapport with him was very surreal to me. So I would always, like in a joking way, remind him of that. And then we became really, really cool. And I got introduced to his brothers, the Sat One, through Jeff actually, but they were in the DJ collective called the Scratch Mechanics. Shout out to DJ Excel and Active. And I got really close to DJ Adam Bomb. It's funny because I was cleaning out my room and I got all the CDs I used to have. Found an Adam Bomb beat his CD, and me and Excel, when I saw him at Actors Party, he was like, "Yo, I found one of the CDs I had with your contact info on it."
Wow, that's crazy.
I used to represent the Scratch Mechanics. That's like, DJ culture is it for me. Like
that was where it started. That's where everything was.
I'm a fan of the DJ. Like, like you could be a dope MC, and because I write poems and because I'm a writer, like I'm into that too. But I always tell people I hear the music first. I hear the beat first. I hear the way a record is played first. Like I'm the person in the party that as much as that's my shit and they playing it, I done heard what the DJ about to play in the next 18 seconds and y'all don't even know. And
so you already ready.
I'm already ready. I done caught like on some Name That Tune shit. I done caught the sample. I done heard it being blended in. So like that is where my love of hip hop comes from, and that's what is rooted in the music and the DJ. So.
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, nice taking a journey.
What you do this weekend?
What I did, I'm in the middle of binge watching some shit. So right now I'm binge watching. Hey, don't judge me for this one. I'm binge watching The Walking Dead. I don't know why.
Because you've never seen it, or because
I never paid attention to it.
I've never seen it. I've never, and I love zombies, which is weird. I've seen a couple episodes, but I've never been one of those people. Like I don't even know what night it came on, so I can't be like every.
That's what I mean.
Night.
See, when it was coming out, I wasn't really like into the sitting there watching it every week or whenever it was coming on. So I would see a couple episodes, but I never really watched. But I always been intrigued, like what was the fucking hoopla about? What was the hype about? Like, cause everybody was on they had goddamn
apocalypse, nigga.
Listen, but they had like merch and everything. I remember my man, the shirts, everything. So
for sure,
I'm in the middle of watching that joint, and I understand why people were so attached to this joint. You get attached to these characters in this joint, and it's a lot of killing in here, man. It's a lot of killing. But the latest thing that I've seen, I'm on like I think I'm on like season 4.
Oh wow!
Listen, this joint gets so crazy. It's the end of the world, but you got people surviving. And then the people surviving, they going at each other. Some of them don't like each other because they need food and everything. Like everything is, everybody got to survive.
So this is basically The Walking Dead is a cosmology of modern day times right now. It's a cosmology of what the fuck is going on right now.
Yeah, maybe.
The way the fucking Israelis and the Palestinians need to be living together and all that, but like it's a war going on.
True.
Outside, no man is safe.
True. Man, that was a good quote too, right there.
I think it's kind of fucked up that people are being censored in the fact that there's certain things they're not allowed to post because they're getting taken down because of their support for Palestine. And I'm like, dag, you can outwardly support Israel, but you can outwardly support Israel, but they want to censor you if you outwardly support Palestine. And
that
I'm
ain't
like,
right.
That's
kind
of
right
fucked up.
There. That's definitely fucked up.
I have a Jewish friend, Asia.
Yeah.
And she made a post and she like disabled the comment, so she don't even got to deal with it. But she was just saying like, at the end of the day, she's a humanitarian, so everything she's posting is about how to help the people, no matter what side they're on, because all Palestinians are not Hamas.
True. Y'all should research
So the fact that
That's
Israel
facts.
is shutting off like basic necessities to the entire Palestine is crazy, because it's kind of like that's genocide at the end of the day.
But
But it's okay to be sympathetic to them, but not to Palestinians. I find that shit crazy.
That's definitely not right, because you can't have so-called free speech for one side and then don't have it for the other, and that's why.
We don't have freedom of speech really. It's
hey,
freedom
man,
of speech. Watch what you say.
That's why I put them air quotes up there, because you better watch what the fuck you say. I mean, everything ain't free.
And it's a whole, on a journalistic level, is a certain level of freedom of that. Like, you don't have to reveal your sources in that aspect. And you're supposed to be open and biased, but say the wrong shit. Like, and sometimes say the right shit.
It's a price to pay for a lot of shit. Like it's definitely a price to pay.
Yeah. So like
the repercussions to everything.
Yeah, but speaking of repercussions, so how about that war in Ukraine? Because we so caught up in Israel and Palestine. What Russia doing? Ain't nobody's. What is what's Big Bad P doing over there?
Hey man, listen.
This is what I'm saying.
He knocking shit down over there.
They want y'all to focus on the wrong shit.
He knocking shit down.
Ish, like you said, because they're Jewish. We ain't gonna start talking about the real Hebrew Israelites out here.
The opinions and views of I-Rise and Brian does not
my red, black, and green today
reflect Glock aware in any kind of way whatsoever.
You gotta throw the disclaimer
they are
out
only the opinions of I-Rise and B. Mr. Manley.
Gotta throw it out there.
So,
because censorship
definitely.
is
real talk. This is just our view on things, our take on things. So so.
But the police officer.
But I was about to ask about I wasn't even about to ask about the officer. I was about to actually. Did you see about my man Bell getting raised up? The idiot that jumped on the back of the car.
You was telling me about that on the way here. What's his name?
Oh man, I forgot my man's name. Mr. Haran.
Yeah, man.
Something Haran.
Yes.
But he his bill $4 million. Yeah. Don't you be jumping on them people's cars.
Don't you jump on the back of no girl's car and kick the window in while her kids is in the back seat with your bitch ass.
And dropping your gun and picking it up and pointing it in her face.
Yo, that's crazy.
$4 million belt for you, kid. And then on the other end of it, they found somebody that was involved with the cop shooting.
Yeah, so, I never. Well, I didn't.
I don't know if they released the name or not, but they caught another idiot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they were in their defense, and I'm not trying to defend being an idiot, but they did try.
Don't worry about his defense.
They tried. they burned the car and.
Good effort. Good effort, guys.
They were trying.
Like good effort. That was damn good effort.
Yeah, so
y'all should have thought about this beforehand though. What is wrong with you guys, man? Y'all gotta stop this, young boys. Come on. I gotta find something else to do. This ain't cool, man. I'm about to go on another rant about y'all, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Real talk.
I mean,
this shit ain't cool.
You know what? School is in session. This is going to be determined on how many kids is actually like, you know, parents showing up at back to school nights and all that and report card time, because I know a juvenile was arrested last week for kicking a cop in his back when he was trying to break up a mob outside of Dobbins. And I was trying to figure out outside of school anyway, like outside of school, why is there a mob of kids outside of Dobbins?
Outside of high school. Like, that's just crazy.
Like, outside of school, meaning like school's not even in right now. Like that they were outside after hours. And the cop was dispersing the crowd and somebody ran up on him and, you know.
And kicked him in the back.
In the back.
And if he'd have beat the shit out of one of them kids out there, John, then
somebody's mama would have been on TV like, talking about how that her baby ain't never done nothing.
This bullshit
he was
right
a good
here.
Kid.
This some bullshit right here. Listen, I remember a time when, like, I think it was Mayor Street. He was holding parents accountable for shit like this. Like he had a joint. No, man,
he said
no.
You still can go to
he
jail.
Had he had a kids that was missing school. He had the truancy program and all that.
No, they still do that. They sent letters about that at the beginning of the school.
No, it ain't the missing. When the kids was missing school, the parent had to they had to go to the Leah Core Center. The parent had to miss work or whatever. Remember they had the truancy, the curfew center. I know this because I was working as a youth worker.
I was about to say you know this because you used to always
the kid after curfew, if he get caught outside, they pick him up. After 10 or whatever it was, they picked him up, took him to the curfew center. Guess who gotta come get you? Guess who? Hey, parents. You gotta get your mom to come get you. Now, if moms and dads gotta come pick why we never mention dads either in this joint? We always be like, moms gotta come pick the kids.
I mean, for the most part, we always assume that kids are their primary custody of their
right there.
mother. But shout out to the fathers that are very much involved and present in there, because you're right. For sure. It's a lot of mad dads, mad as shit.
Hell yeah,
turning
man.
up.
I'm gonna always think up for
dads.
On
shit. I'm gonna get up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning and take my ass to work like I've been doing for the past 22 years. Yeah. That's what dad doing.
That's what dads do.
I told that little nigga.
See, so when that was happening, right? Parents was getting mad. It only stopped when I believe Nutter came in office and he stopped that program right there in the Safe and Sound, whatever it was that Mayor Street, you know, they had their little war going on with each other. They was mad at each other. So whatever Mayor Street had going on, Nutter was like, man, cancel that. We ain't even doing that right there. I don't care what the statistics is. We ain't doing that one. Well, but I think that was a real program? Yeah, because you hold the parents accountable.
I say it was a great program because I knew I wasn't going to have to go down there for my kids, because the day I had to, the motherfuckers was going to be stuck wherever they was at, doing whatever they was doing, because they know that I didn't teach you that shit.
Listen, I was one of the truancy officer boys that was dropping the letters off, telling the parents like, hey, listen, they want to holler at you at their Leah Core Center tomorrow.
You know how pissed I'd be too, just last minute interrupt my work day tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, he gonna stay wherever y'all got him till fucking my next available appointment, my office hours.
That's real talk, but
it doesn't say how old Mr. Yobrani Fernandez, who was arrested in Cherry Hill.
Damn, Yobrani.
Yobrani Hernandez was arrested in connection with the murder of the police officer Richard Mendez.
Did they say it was other people involved?
They said there was at least 3, but they said that around 2 a.m. they received information that he was in the area of Cherry Hill, and around 4 a.m. U.S. Marshals, the FBI, and the Jersey State Police, and the Philadelphia Police Homicide Division moved in to make their arrest at the Days Inn on Route 38.
You see how fast that happened? They've got that information at 2 p.m. By 4 p.m., he was booked.
A.M. In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, they came and got. So listen, I got a little bit of advice for the other guys. Turn yourself in now. They come.
Yeah, because they said it's not clear who pulled the trigger, but police are looking for at least 2 more people.
Hey.
The suspects fled in the SUV stolen a week ago that was seen dropping off 18-year-old Jesus Herman.
They showed that. Did you see that video?
He was also involved in the confrontation, but he died. So they believe the same weapon was used to shoot at both officers. But the slain officer's gun also has not been located. So they said they've been looking into leads that the suspects had a history of stealing cars across state lines, and that's what kind of led them to them. It's a group of them. See, first of all, that's why you do your dirt by your lonely, because when it's a group of y'all, after some point, somebody going to get sloppy or somebody going to snitch.
All about a stolen car. Y'all idiots.
My thing is, you turn to shoot at the cops while you're still in a car who you know are going to return fire. What good is the stolen car once it got bullet holes in it? Identifiable bullet holes.
Yeah, idiot, man.
And ballistics.
Hey, y'all kids crazy, man. Y'all gotta pick one occupation, man. You can't steal a car and be the shooter. It doesn't work. Just steal a car. God damn. Y'all losing. Y'all doing dumb shit out here.
So that was pretty swift, though. That definitely was pretty swift. They got one. I expect to hear about them getting.
Hey, turn yourself in, homeboy. Soon. Come on, you guys, go ahead, man. Make this easy on your parents and all that. The people who care about you, man. Go and turn yourself in. They coming. They kicking in y'all folks' doors right now, man. Like real talk. They kicking in everybody's doors and all that, man.
All I'm saying is the same way they got word at 2 a.m. where you was going to be. it's going to be a matter of time before they get word at 6 a.m. or where y'all going to be. So
stop playing, man. UPS is hiring, man. Y'all can get jobs out here and get y'all some money. Because ain't none of this about no money. Y'all always killing people and doing all this shooting for no money.
Like the boys that I didn't even mention this to you. South Philly.
Oh, what happened in South Philly?
This was a couple days ago at the Bank of America. At the Bank of America, the armed driver was pulling in to reload the ATM. Now,
they got him good.
The reason why I'm saying they're double idiots because he's loading an ATM. Mm-hmm. How much money do you really think is going into this ATM?
True indeed. I said that too. I said, but was he loading? But it's a bank.
Yeah, no, I mean, some ATMs can hold like 10,000 and more. I know corner store ATMs usually be like 2,800.
What about a dub? What they gonna have about a dub?
But I'm just saying, he pulled up in his armored car.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Y'all came and boxed him in. So now that's at least 2 other people. But because, like you said, you can keep one job, so you got at least the shooter in each car.
Yeah.
So that's at least 4 people.
Everybody got to have a job.
So imagine if this ATM holds $10,000, say $12,000 at the most. That's 4 of y'all spending $12,000. And the cars is fucked up, so you know they stole it and you don't care because otherwise, like somebody going to want to buy a car. Like you get these 4 people spitting.
But they did it. Listen, hey.
But now
it was almost flawless, though. It was almost flawless.
It was almost.
It was almost flawless.
In the words of Brandy, almost doesn't count. The fuck? It was flawless. They shot.
It was almost flawless.
An armed security officer.
And he had a vest on.
They missed the vest on, and they happened to get him on the side. You know the likelihood,
Did they get any? I don't think they got any of them yet.
I don't believe they have. So
that's why I believe this was like almost flawless because they don't have any like real nothing on them.
Well, they know what the denomination, the serial number is on those bills. Trust me, they posted up at all local casinos because the first place people do when they try to wash stolen money is go to the casino.
I got a question for you. We don't know who did this, right? They don't show nobody, right?
Yeah,
so I got one for you.
Trust me, I don't be knowing what's going on because the way they offering these rewards, I'm turning motherfuckers in if I know. I don't know shit.
Here's my question. It's in South Philly. It's at the Bank of America. Who y'all think did this? White, black, or other? Or a combination? Who y'all think did this one right here at the Bank of America in South Philly?
I don't know. My Asian massive might have pulled this one
I didn't think it was little Spanish kids that shot this cop at the airport, though, and tell you that.
Well,
I did not think
when they said they was looking for car thieves from Camden, that was the first thing I thought.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But this one right here, man, this was crazy though.
All the niggas this I know kids are still slinging dope. Ain't nobody stealing cars.
Yeah, this is crazy right here. From that armed robbery.
Yeah, I don't know, but because they haven't caught anybody, we don't know if it's black, white, or other. I just know that they're gonna be on y'all ass. I'm sure they, like I said, posted up at the casino trying to look at the denominations.
Oh, this definitely ain't the first time they did this though. This
is the first time they did it well to this extent.
Yeah, this ain't the first time
we ain't heard about no armored car like.
And they pulled it like a movie. I just picture a movie on this joint, like, and they jump out.
Niggas, I feel like niggas been watching like dead presidents and set it off. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like, grabbed the wrong leg.
Or some throwback shit like, oh, watch this movie that came out when I was born. Like,
dead presidents. Damn, y'all. See, I'm tripping because that's one of my favorite movies too. Yeah. But my man Curly.
It's a lot. It's a lot has been going on.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot going on in the world, man. This is crazy, but
that's why I was, continue to go out and have fun.
Yeah, have fun. You gotta live your life, yo. Don't be, live your life. You get one time to do this, John. So
at least in this form,
live it. And kids, like that's why I be trying to talk to the youth. Like, man, y'all wasting y'all shit trying to shoot each other and fucking steal cars and all that shit. Y'all get one time to do this, John, man. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging.
Did you see the cops to the 24th district? Shout out to the 24th district. Rounded up over 4,000 construction cones.
Shouts out to the 24th district
because saving parking spots is a no-go. Now, I will say this. There are streets that did not get affected, or rather that they did not take the cones from, or whether they just chose not to police. What? And there were streets kind of like in our neighborhood where they're very residential, and it's not like a traffic street where you would be prohibiting the public from parking, because in theory, if you live on a residential block, should nobody be parking on that block but the people who live there and their guests? At least that's what the original deed to all of our homes over in our cul-de-sacs of Northern Liberties from where we are.
That makes all the sense in the world,
where the parking, it was really included. It's not, because I had a new gentrifier argue with me that this motherfucker said out his mouth when I was like, my mother does not have to look for parking. He said, oh no, she does. She got to fight for parking like everybody else. Ooh. I said, let me tell you something. In the 50 plus years or however old this house is, my mother bought this motherfucker 50 years ago. I said, in the 50 years she's been here, she ain't never had to fight or look for parking, and she ain't about to start now because you got an apartment that didn't come with parking.
That's crazy.
You want to tell me what street you live on? You don't even live over here. If you don't move your fucking car, I got real pissed off. So for a while, I have a cone that I put in front of the door because my next door neighbor, him and his girl have cars, and then I have a car, and then my mom has a car, and my son has a car, and my nephew has a car.
I got wait.
Anybody who fucking come visit us, anybody who come visit us has a car, and they have they need to access parking to be where they're coming to visit, because no, we should not have to fight for parking and have to lead to possibly being assaulted and robbed because I can't park in front of my own fucking door that I've been doing for my entire life.
Right. So
we had a cone out there, right? And me and my neighbor would like alternate. For the most part, I just let her park there because she's younger. She's in her 20s, so like you got a spot in front of your door. You can go in the crib, get back out. They got the little Ring camera. You can see everything all nice. So one day last week I wake up, I look outside and I see this white Ford Escape in front of my door. It's the neighbor that I had words with. The cone is like under the back of the car. He just said, fuck it. He done rolled over the motherfucker instead of moving it. Usually now, he used to put them in the trunk of his car and take them with him and then go and argue with me.
He disrespectful.
Talking about something, prove it's mine, prove I have it, and I'm doing construction. I said, well, I know one thing. I don't have to prove a motherfucking thing to you in front of my house. I said, but
this on your block.
In front of my door. And then he gonna say, and let something happen to my car. I was like, something can happen to your car. My neighbor was like, yo, our car got stolen from in front of the door. Anything can happen to your car. We're not responsible for that shit. And he's so much of a punk and a bitch that after arguing with me and my other female neighbor,
a lady,
he came back with one of his homies, to check on his car. Fuck him in that car.
Who is this fucking guy? He's a new guy from around the neighborhood.
He's never out there when you're around. He's never out there when my son's around. He's never out there when the niggas from my. Hey! I was gonna hit you up to see if you wanted to come talk shop with me today. Hey!
I guess we got.
I'll be putting the mental feelers out. Yes. Pour you some Chardonnay.
Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
Look, the good thing you double cupped. You can pour him a cup from right out of there.
Sitting over here, I wouldn't even stop by. You know what I mean? Turned on the internet.
Miguel.
I was like, oh man, it's an empty seat, man. They got 20 minutes left. I'll stop through on the way to the crib and shit.
Cup? Yes.
Why not?
Drink and shit.
You know, I thought about you when I was in DC because I know how much you like the old school hip hop and that
yeah,
shit.
I heard you talking about you was at the LL show, man.
I was.
I'm a little jealous. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean?
A
lot of jealous. Where the hell am I gonna see the LL show? He ain't coming around here.
They were streaming it, huh?
Right. He ain't coming around here.
They're not coming to Philly. Ain't that crazy?
And it's a Roots affiliated thing.
Right.
That's
like,
wild. That's definitely.
Like,
that's
I gotta
definitely
go
crazy.
on tour to come see your tour. Like, come on, man. You ain't want me there.
I was gonna. It's a Live Nation Roots affair and no stopping the Philadelphia. Like
that's why
they got
Live
a New York
Nation
show?
and Roots affair. That's crazy.
Is there a New York show?
I believe they had a New York show already.
Missed that one already.
Yeah, like I definitely
I ain't gonna make it, man.
That
I
joint
know.
been
I
going
seen it
on
when they
for
was
a minute.
talking about it. I was like, dude, this ain't coming no place near me.
Yeah,
I guess I ain't gonna catch it.
They was talking about that joint for a minute. They've been going around for
But
a
if
little
I'd have
while
got
now.
like your hookup, man, if somebody called me and hit me with some freebies and shit, I'd have took the trip. But you know, I'm not gonna buy a ticket.
You got the plug right. This
Right,
the plug
like
right
I gotta
here.
buy a
That's the-
ticket. I gotta get a hotel room. I gotta pay tolls and gas. Come on,
gotta
man.
go on tour
Come
to
on,
catch
man.
the
It's
tour.
$1,000 a night to go see these cats, man. Come on, man. I'm not doing that.
Well, that's you know what is coming closer to you? Beyonce's tour in theaters and Taylor Swift tour in theaters. Taylor Swift and Beyonce both were at the Hollywood opening of her.
I'm not going to see the Taylor Swift movie.
No.
I'm not going to see the
Her concert
Beyonce
was
movie.
phenomenal.
I heard it was.
I'll pass.
But I'm not going to see the movie. Like, do you think I really want to be in a room with a bunch of screaming 14-year-old girls? Like, come on, man.
They're gonna be older than that, along with them. And
Nah,
my thing is, I don't want to go to a
Nah,
sing along.
And I'm not going to a Taylor Swift. Like, I would have went to see it live. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan.
Definitely.
Right.
I mean, I admire her work and all that, but I mean, I couldn't name 2 Taylor Swift songs. Shake It Off, is that her?
Yes.
All right, that's the only one I got.
You in the loop, bro.
That's the only one I got.
That's all you need.
And that's
You
probably
only
like
need
her
one.
first joint, right?
You only need one, man.
Trust me, you know
You only
more
need
than
one.
you. When you listen, when you hear them, you're like, oh yeah, I do know this.
You get a
know more
friendship
than you
bracelet
know.
for that.
You get a friendship bracelet for that? Bet.
Yes, you
That's her
definitely get a
thing.
friendship
That's her
bracelet
thing
for
right
that.
there.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you know, and I'm coming through your block and snatching your traffic cones. F that. F that.
Shouts out to the 24th district
First
for
of
picking up
all-
all the traffic cones in the neighborhoods.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all for doing that, man.
Word
And that's
up,
really
man.
in
They're
the way.
competing with the other districts. They're like, how many can y'all get? I was like,
It's about time.
Parking about to be
It's about time that the
crazy.
city did something about these
About
traffic
the
cones.
traffic.
And the traffic cones was probably stolen in the first place.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
Hell yeah,
mean?
mine say PGW.
This is what I'm saying. Now you got blocked your
I mean, it
parking
wasn't
space
stolen,
with a
it was
stolen
given to
traffic
me.
cone.
Hey, can y'all
Mine
get
was
to
given
the?
to
Can
me.
the city get to the potholes now? Like,
Dig
I mean,
it.
y'all
One
getting the
step at a
traffic
time.
cones, like,
One step at a time.
I don't mean to push or rush
You
you
know
off
what I
or
mean?
nothing, but I mean we got the
Usually-
potholes too now. Like, can y'all help us out?
They taking them traffic cones and putting them around the potholes.
They're not
Stick that
even
right
fixing-
there.
Stick it
So
right
now
there.
stick it right there
They're
in the
not
pothole.
even fixing
Y'all see it.
potholes. They're building mounds over them and calling
the
them
craziest
fucking
thing right
speed.
Oh
speed
my
bumps.
God, the speed bump game in the city is completely out of control.
It's out of control.
Definitely,
completely out of
And
control.
on our neighborhood website, I was reading, one neighbor said, because he saw an article about how the traffic and the traffic things that they've created in other neighborhoods have brought traffic incidents among pedestrians down, I don't know, 33% or so. And he's like, we need more of these in Fishtown and Northern Liberties and Yorktown. And I was thinking in my mind, the fuck we do.
Yo, I
But
hate 'em,
in
man.
reality, what I commented was, dude, where have you been? They
already
They're
there.
everywhere,
they're
right?
in this
Everywhere.
neighborhood.
Fucking
Like I'm
there.
riding down 12th Street from Temple. Like it used. There's no
Traffic,
more.
speed bumps.
There's no more
Speed
Fifth
bumps.
Street Highway from the
Gone.
bridge.
PR 95 North.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PR
you know what I mean?
from Puerto
PR,
Rico.
Puerto Rican
Right.
Trying to get to
95
North
North.
Philly, Puerto Rico,
Second
95
Street,
North.
gone.
Puerto Rican 95
Second Street,
South.
gone.
Gone.
You gotta
Killed
slow
it.
down.
Friggin' what is that? Mount Pleasant Ave up in
Yeah,
Mount
up in
Airy,
Mount Airy,
gone,
gone.
Yeah.
gone.
So, like,
everywhere, baby.
But I'm coming down 12th Street from Temple. I'm like, dude. I said,
16th
shit.
Street, gone,
Shit.
gone.
That's
It's
fucked
ridiculous,
up.
B. It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Can't
Like
even pick up no speed no more.
I almost
At
would have
all.
rather that they would have just narrowed, like 2nd Street, just narrow it down to one lane. instead of speed bumps. You know what I'm like? I mean, you want to try to control traffic. I mean, it's going to be just as annoying. One lane would be
ridiculous.
But it's just as bad with the speed bumps.
One lane is me on Washington Avenue. Like, why the fuck
right?
Come this
but
way?
It's the same. But that's what you're trying to get people to do, right? Yeah. Stop them from coming that way.
Yeah.
Get rid of just make it one lane.
Why are you trying to get people to stop driving in the street?
Listen, man, we trying to control the amount of traffic in the city. You see, there ain't no parking.
Because they want the bike riders to
ride
in the street.
Why not Washington Avenue? You don't want me on Carpenter and Cadbury.
If y'all give me one more bike lane out here in this city,
hey, listen, that shit is irking, man. They got a light.
Oh, my God.
They got a fucking bike light on Market Street. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. And the bike is really stopped. I mean, like, yo, why you stopping, man? You know, like,
they don't pay attention enough.
Like, you can go.
Because I'm like, you know you can go there.
Then you got a street like Spruce where they took it down to one lane and made a bike lane. Like, how you take away the driving lane and make a bike lane, man?
Bro, they got traffic on their bike lane. Like, they got the arrows going one way and the other. Like,
and they still got the bus lane.
Still got the bus.
Yo, Market is like that. Market is one lane now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Between, you know what I mean? Like 7th up to City Hall, one lane.
Listen, and it's been like that for a while. I'm old. I remember when Chestnut Street went both ways. Boom.
Damn, I wasn't here that long.
Stand on the corner of 17th.
I wasn't here that long. I remember when they
stand on the corner of 17th to catch the bus home this way and talk across the street to my girlfriend who caught the 42 going to West Philly.
I ain't been here that long.
It went both ways up until like 18th Street. Yeah, back in the day.
I remember when it was when there was no traffic down there during certain hours. Like it could only be buses down there. Buses and commercial traffic. I remember that.
I say that because it went from being 2 lanes.
Go through there with the Fox car.
1 lane each way to 2 lanes.
They're like, you ain't supposed to be down here. I'm like, hey, stop. I'm in this Fox car. Ain't nobody gonna stop me.
Man, this is Fox here, man.
Right. That was like the East-West Highway. You going from West Philly, you know what I mean?
You don't see nothing.
Fly down 2nd Street, man. I mean, down Chestnut.
The concourse in the park. A fucking traffic circle and speed bumps.
Oh wow, you true indeed.
I was
true
like,
indeed. Around the joint, they got it.
Look, I'm okay with the speed bumps in the park.
Okay.
Like if you want to slow us down from driving like maniacs in the park, okay, that's fair. It's a park. We should slow down.
Okay.
It'd be 2 a.m.
But
it doesn't matter. It's still a park. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop being a park at 2 in the morning.
I be trying to get
She's trying to cut corners. She's spinning on that joint. Man, I'm just mad at the speed bumps because the speed bumps make me miss fucking lights. If I'm going and I got a nice place, I see the light green right there. I got to come to this fucking speed bump.
I was in New York this week and they got them in New York all over the place.
Yeah, like
and New York is worse because they put them all the way across the street. You can't avoid them. Like, you know, here, if you hit it just right in the middle, you can keep going. New York, that joint goes straight across the whole block. Like, I'm parked on a speed bump like this. Like, they go from curb to curb.
And y'all already crazy down there. They're driving in New York already crazy.
But man, like, yo, like, you gonna stay right here?
That's
like, yo,
wild.
It
Right all the way to the curb. That joint go all the way to the curb.
Yep, curb to curb.
That's wild. That's crazy. What the fuck are y'all trying to do out here, man? Like, so if it's in New York, it's not just Philly. So this is everywhere.
Everywhere it seems, man. Every city.
Because the people that are in charge of Philadelphia, the layout and the planning and the zoning are not from Philadelphia.
Listen, man, that's because y'all been driving like maniacs since COVID. Like before COVID, y'all were bad drivers. During COVID hit, and the city just went berserk.
Hey, listen.
Anybody like, yo, you see how people drive out here?
Shout out to Loudmouth Podcast.
Who do you think the worst drivers are, Mike? Who do you think the worst drivers are out here?
Jersey.
No, people, demographic of people.
I don't know. It's bad. Yeah, I'm going with like 20-year-old black kids, black dudes. They drive like a fucking maniac. You see these guys? They in these Dodge Chargers. Sure indeed. Like they all over the place. They running lights.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
They're very cautious.
Who I think the worst
They're very cautious. I'm talking about careless.
Careless.
Like they're not Asian drivers, are not careless drivers. No. They're just slow and cautious.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Dude, 22-year-old, 18-year-old young black men. We're fucking maniacs out here in the world. I was one of them. We're fucking maniacs out here, dude. Like, oh shit, dude, you got a car back. We out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't used to having shit. We get fucking fuck out of here, man.
I'm gonna agree with you. But I've been around and driving a little bit. I think older black women. Black women, every little listen, and it's like almost like kind of like borderline heavy set women
Oh, this
like
guy.
black
He's going
women.
all the way in. You saying heavy
Listen,
set black women are the problem?
Listen.
Come on, man.
They drive crazy.
Y'all shouldn't have stopped in today, man.
I told y'all the views of this thing is not of Glockaware. It's the
What
views
are
of
we
me.
doing?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Y'all be too aggressive out this joint, man. Y'all can't do this right here.
Talk about me.
No, I'm not, because you're not. Listen,
I proved to you earlier today. I was.
you are aggressive driving.
Right, he's like,
I ain't say
he just
fat.
said, nah, you're
I
not
ain't say
really
shit.
like, you're not like he can't even say the words. Like, you're not like what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
The women that get BBLs, then let's say that. Let's say that then. Now, see, now what we talking about? You see what I'm saying? That y'all want to say
He's
nothing.
trying to say middle-aged black women.
All right, then. Like, they aggressive drivers. Now if you go out here, look who passed you in the car when you on 95. If you catch up to him, I bet you there's a black woman in that joint. I ain't saying I'm mad at black women or nothing like that.
You just saying they bad drivers.
Yes.
You just
No,
saying
aggressive,
You just saying
overly
heavy
aggressive.
set black women are bad drivers. Is that what you saying?
They're overly aggressive drivers.
Oh, right. They ain't even got to be heavy set. Just black women with big asses.
Black women, yeah, with BBLs, yeah. Y'all overly aggressive
How you know
drivers.
she got a big ass? She's sitting in the car.
Hey, more than likely.
It's something about the way she sit up in the car. I don't know.
He like judging from her.
Statistics
Some is judging from her neck up.
Hey,
It
listen.
looks like she probably got a
Hey.
BBL.
Hey, listen. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Don't worry. Don't be mad at me for telling the truth. I'm telling you. Watch you pass
I
y'all
ain't
on
messing with you,
95.
man. I should have never stopped.
Watch
man.
you pass y'all.
I might get called to the office.
No,
tomorrow.
Mike, you all right for this one,
I
man.
should have
It's
never
cool. It's
stopped,
like-
man. I should have just kept on going.
It's
I'm,
all right.
I'm 12 minutes from
Hey,
the crib.
hey.
I'd have been home.
Hey, don't be mad at me for saying this shit, man, for telling the truth, all right? Listen, y'all just gotta slow down. Stop being so fucking aggressive, man. Y'all be mad, cussing at people.
I'll be in
y'all
a
be
rush.
super.
See, I would have went to, like, if we really wanted, like, if we going with race and women, I'd have went with, like, suburban white women, dude. Dude,
ain't
I was
going
behind one the other day.
Oblivious.
Yo, I
Oh
was
my
behind
God. It's just like they're in a store or
Yo.
like the way they carry themselves in
Yo,
life.
it's just like
all
the way they
about
don't
me.
see you.
Yeah,
Yo.
Nothing else is going on but me. I'm in the left lane, but
They
you know what?
definitely
I need to make a
are
right turn.
oblivious.
Yo, I was behind one up in
Definitely.
Willow
I
Grove
agree.
the other day, right?
Oh my
She
God.
going 15, 20 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. And I'm not even stressing it, right? I'm in my kid's Sunday. I'm like, fuck it, you want to drive? So I drive, so I ain't
Well,
shit.
that man-
I'm behind, but she like hand out the
Hey,
window,
man.
like I'm too close. And I'm thinking to myself, are you really bugging out like this? You're driving 20 miles under the speed limit. It's like 7 cars behind you right now. She hands out all of this hand motion and
She's
shit.
very cautious.
Right, finally she pulls over
Listen
all
to Taylor
aggressively.
Swift.
Boom, all aggressively, and as I'm passing, what the fuck? Get the fuck like, I'm like, yo, I didn't do nothing. It's Sunday afternoon. I was actually giving you like, okay, it's Sunday, do some Sunday driving. Like, it's cool. I'm cool with this. Yo,
She didn't even know how to accept.
Right. She didn't even know how to accept it.
yo, go ahead, man. I'm cool.
Right,
I'm not even.
I got the music
She
playing
did.
and shit. You
You
know
in
what I
the
mean?
good groove.
I'm like
You
2
definitely in the good
mimosas
groove,
in and
yeah.
shit. I'm like, you want to go 5 miles an hour? I'll go 5 miles an hour.
I
too.
wouldn't even know she had attitude because the minute she pulled over, I just skated by.
Dude, that's what I did. Rise, I did the same. And I happened to look over.
You're like, oh shit.
The only
she
reason
mad
I
as
looked
shit.
is because she was giving me all these aggressive hand motions. So I happened to look as I'm driving her window. Fuck you, keep my fucking fuck. Like she's screaming. I'm like, yo, like, all you had to do was speed up. All you had to do was do the speed limit. This wouldn't have been like, so it wasn't just me. It would have been anybody behind you would have been following at the same this close when you doing 15 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Would you have rolled your window down and said something when you passed her, or you just kept on going?
It depends.
See, look
If
at
I
that.
would've
See,
caught
look at this.
her-
Right.
See, you kept
If
going.
I
Right?
would've
You
I just
caught
kept
her-
going.
No,
See?
listen.
Look
I
at-
just
look-
kept going.
I
Look,
said,
see, look at-
I initially said that I wouldn't have even seen her because once she pulled over, I'd have just kept going because I'd have been waiting for her. I'd have been in my car like, what the fuck is this
There you
bitch doing?
Yeah. You'd have already been on her ass. You see,
Yes,
you was in a good mood.
yes.
She wouldn't have
And the
been in a
minute
good
she
mood.
pulled over,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
skated
So-
by her.
She
But
didn't bother me
if I
one
would have
bit.
peeped that she putting the window down and
There
she
you go.
tried to
Oh,
say it
she
with her
had
chest.
what?
plenty
Oh,
energy, man.
game
I just
on,
looked at
bitch.
it.
What?
Yeah, I just
That's
looked
how it
over and
happens.
smiled
I
at her,
might put on
man.
That's
the
how it
brakes.
Like,
You
nah.
just told me this is an 8.5 mile.
Right. Everybody behind me
Everybody
happy
else,
she finally pulled
no
over.
matter what.
Like really
Fuck.
me, I'm the only one who she ain't bothering. Right? Everybody behind me pissed off. I'm the only one she ain't bothering.
Talking
Right?
to.
Now I'ma stop too.
Now, who does that? Who does that?
Middle-aged black.
Right. You see what I'm saying? I'm not knocking my sisters. I love my sister. I love y'all. But I just call a spade, man. Y'all call it. Y'all always call black men out on whatever it is they do wrong and all this, that, and the third. So now when the black man call a black woman out on this thing here,
dude,
let's not back away from it.
You ain't called out black women. You called out heavy. Like you were very specific on the group of black women.
Listen.
He said thick chicks
so we
with
can't
all
call
that
it.
mouth,
So we y'all know who I'm talking about. They be in the bar, crazy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Come on. Hey, listen, man. Yo, y'all gotta stop.
Like, you don't even want to talk to them. You don't even want to talk to them when you walking past them, right?
What? You done seen it, man. You done seen it.
Like, I'm not who I'm talking about. She
the
same one.
She the same he's not going down with this shit.
Right, I
wouldn't listen though. Hey, Chef, it's cool though. I'm gonna take all the arrows though because
he said I'm talking about.
I'm just telling you what I see.
She be like, yo, can I get to the bar real quick? She's like, no, I ain't moving. Like,
yo,
if you go over there, you can get to the
you
don't see me standing here. That's what you talking about.
She guard her girlfriends and all that. You know what I'm talking about? That one right there. She be aggressive. That's all. They just aggressive drives. I ain't saying you bad.
I don't know what that profile is.
Yeah, they're just aggressive.
Wow, I can't put that. I don't know. I know who you talking about, but I just don't know who that physical profile is.
Yeah, I understand that, man. I may have jumped off the deep end and just stayed right there.
He's gonna get a lot of like comments.
I love y'all though.
Yeah, like we ain't even reading the comments. They're probably cussing you out on here.
Listen, I love y'all though, man. Let's not mistake that at all. You know what I mean?
You say, Roz, I'm just drinking.
I will get in the passenger seat with y'all.
If you go on my way, it's all good. And you can scream on whoever you want all the way there.
I'm going to ride with you.
You cuss out every car we pass all the way there.
I'm definitely going to ride with y'all, man. Like, real talk. Hey, Mike, I always like the energy when you get up here, man. I love the energy when you get up here.
I try to come through, man. It's hard, man.
Real rap.
I just last 15 minutes, man.
What you been doing?
I've been working, Roz. Like,
got me working.
I ain't going nowhere. Like, I wasn't at the LL show. I ain't done shit, Roz. I've been at work, B. You know what I mean? I've been at work, man. I was in New York. My grandfather passed his shit this weekend.
Sorry.
So I was in New York for his funeral. That's all good, man. He was 95 and shit. He had a good run.
Oh, wow.
Good dude and shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely a dope run.
New York hustler his whole life and shit. Motherfucker had like 900 hustles. I love my grandfather, man.
What was his astrological sign?
That's a great question. I couldn't even tell you what his birthday was. What? Nah, it's my grandfather, man. I don't give a shit about his birthday.
But listen,
95, that's all I know.
I said, what's grandma's birthday?
I think that was like March 1st.
My man.
Yeah. You can't forget grandma. Don't mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right.
And you wonder why.
Right.
You wonder why people always talk about where their mom at when we talk about these badass things.
It's just what it is,
It's the way it is, yo.
It's what it is, man.
Shouts out to fathers and grandfathers.
Yo,
it's just
we
the
don't
way
get
shit
nothing,
is, yo.
man.
That's
Like,
all.
look,
my grandfather's birthday was January 26th.
Yeah.
1923.
Girls know that because
the
y'all
connection.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you. The only reason why I know that, I learned it later in life, but the only reason why I know that is because I played the lottery and my birthday is 6/12 and 6/12 and 126 is the same. So whenever I used to play it, I was super boxed.
So you really don't know that, huh?
Nah,
you really didn't
know by association.
Oh, man,
that's
whack.
different.
That's
different. Yeah, like you know by association. Yeah, ain't know. That's association.
She got associated.
You know what I mean?
She associated it with gambling.
Right. Like that's like not understanding the word in the sentence. And you like, if I just read the rest of the sentence, maybe I can figure out what this word is.
And that's word.
Right. Context clues.
Context association. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Use a context clue to remember your grandfather's birthday and try to shame me with it.
Yeah. That's good. Well, that was slick. I like that. I like how you did that.
That's right. So,
But yeah, that's just the way it is.
Next week, we didn't even get to talk about tonight.
What's tonight?
Motherfucking 8 o'clock.
The fucking Phillies,
the
man.
Phillies
It's
is on tonight, right?
Y'all
Red October.
Fucking Diamondbacks ain't been in the fucking postseason since 2000.
Bro, but give me my goddamn home run, bro. I'm hemorrhaging money betting on you. I'm hemorrhaging money, Swerber. Give me my goddamn home run, man. Let's go, homeboy.
You talk about me and gambling.
Oh, wait. We gotta say this.
I'm hemorrhaging.
We gotta say this.
They play here tonight.
Yeah, they play here tonight.
Hey, if I see another performance that we seen on Sunday, out of you Philadelphia
my
Eagles,
God.
right? We gonna have a
Ooh.
big problem out there.
I was gonna
Joint.
leave it alone
Hey,
because you know
Jalen,
me. I ain't
I
here.
wasn't gonna talk
Jalen,
about
you
it.
get a pass, Jalen.
Listen.
Y'all can get a pass for this one right
It was
here.
but that
Y'all
was
get
a
pass.
horrible game
But
Sunday.
I better
man.
not see
y'all
I don't know how you give
scored.
Jalen
another
a pass.
joint. I'm gonna give you a
He
pass
threw 3
because
interceptions.
we
Look,
it was
everybody
terrible.
is
I'm trying.
laughing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
3
I'm
interceptions.
trying. But we got hey. Don't let
And
me
you
see
throw
that
an
shit again.
interception with a minute and a half left
Don't-
in the game.
Come on, bruh.
How you score
Man, you get it-
14 in the first half and no
Come
on,
bruh.
more and
Come on, bruh.
lose?
And then my man
And
missed
after
it.
after San Fran lost,
lost,
y'all
y'all missed a 30-yard field goal, man.
y'all
This
knew
guy
San
hitting
Fran
field goals
lost
from
too
62 yards.
Oh,
And
man.
this is me who don't pay attention to the
all summer.
You see, I'm over here like,
Right, I'm like, no, this is a no-brainer. He got this all day.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. After y'all seen San Fran lose, don't do this shit no more, man.
but
I'm
you
be
know what?
real
Now
mad
that
at
they
this,
got
man.
that out their system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
I'm
see
gonna
how
give y'all
it
pass
That's
for
what I
this.
said.
They got
They
that
went
out
in.
their system.
The road gets rough from here on out,
Right,
though.
they like,
I
look,
tell
man,
you
we ain't
that
got to
shit.
practice. This is the Jets next week.
Absolutely.
They needed this loss.
We got that monster next week, though.
Yeah, they needed this loss to get their minds right.
Miami trusts my team, and my team was doing good at first. But, you know, next week, we'll see y'all next week to play some music.
Yeah.